I'm just sitting here building a dragon.
As happy as could be.
Yep.
Alright, guys. Then in the last session, as the party descended through the elevator down below the manor, Evan pulls out the book from the library to find out it's Victor's personal journal. The readings proved that Victor was the founder and the one who awoke Zealanthia and became its biggest follower. He used the city of Grimwatch's people to make endeavors further into the tunnels below the manor, even giving himself up as a follower and creating the Skaven to listen and follow blindly, giving orders that are... Once the elevator hits the lower level, it was an echoing sound of mutants on this level. The team here throws a rock of light to find a pig and a rattling mutation within, and they were quickly extinguished down the tunneling hallway. Moving further, Todd uses anthrax to try to interact with some pig mutations, trying to provoke them as they are too stupid, but yet they are also far too stupid to understand the stupid hijinks.
Ghost.
Yeah, he was trying to pull, and they wouldn't fall for those simple tricks, but they attacked the party using keen senses. Continuing east through the pathway, they found two rattlings, one who is dead and the other one who is stabbed and is leaking blood onto the ground. Gromit quickly pulls back from the urge of killing them to remember that this is the way that they summon the Lord of Hunger. They feel a cold breeze coming from a tunnel to the east and quickly make a mad dash for it. In this large room before the tunnel, they find that it is a room where the floor falls through to a 20-foot hole pit, and both Todd and Evan fall into it. As more rattlings and pig mutations and even the Lord of Hunger make an appearance in this room, it was a very close call with taking heavy slashes and wounds. The group left running quickly out of the tunnel to find themselves in the forest leading to Grimwatch. A short hill going down to Vox Hollow, where a small fire can be seen within the town. The moon in the sky hangs still, but flashes waves of purple and green across the sky. And that is about where we are. You guys are maybe a few thousand feet away from the city of Grimwatch, but you can see from afar that there's a fire in the middle of town.
Not feeling great, you guys.
Yeah, like pretty much everything hurts right now.
Yep.
Ah,
Let's head towards the fire and play Get Help.
play get help.
Yeah,
I
get
don't know
help.
what that means. I
Run.
just thought that we got the fuck out of there before
Literally
that
get
thing ate us alive.
Hence why I need help.
Bleh.
Yeah. You're gonna like speed run. Get out of here, you crazy monster. Like speed running over towards the fire looking for signs of life.
So you're headed towards Vox Hollow, the city?
Yeah, if the fucking Lord of Hunger is still taking after us, yeah.
He's not furthering his pursuit out
Like-
of the tunnel. You could hear
Hold on,
the
Red.
screams within the tunnel still of rattlings and the pig mutations, but
Oh,
they
yeah,
are
time
not.
to-
They are not running out of the tunnels now.
Okay, sweet.
Fuck that. Still not being anywhere near that hole. That hole's not my goal.
There's a
That's
distant whispering coming from the tunnel. This hole is your goal. Yes, yes.
Yeah. Just gonna throw like a pebble at the hole and run. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, don't treat me like no peasant. Come back in.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Yes,
Him
yes, yes.
Out of the cave.
Yes, yes. We have candy.
Oh fuck you guys! They say they got candy. Maybe we
I
should.
mean, why
Yes,
would
yes.
they?
Tom, don't. Don't go in there. My
Candy
dad
can't be
That's
lying about the
tingling.
candy, can they?
Shut up! Don't.
Look, my dad senses a tingling. I don't think they have candy.
No.
And if they do have candy, it's a stripper, and you don't want that one either.
Yeah. There's also stripper and candy. Come on, yes.
You're
Yeah,
not.
see-
I don't know, you guys. They're driving a pretty hard bargain.
I kind of want to see what a candy stripper looks like. I have no idea what they're talking about.
No. There's both of candy and the stripper.
Yeah, I'm not buying it, guys.
Wait, you actually can? Okay.
Wait, was my voice changer on the whole time?
Nope.
No.
It wasn't on at all.
That's weird. Hold on. Let me mess with the setting.
I mean,
Don't-
I just looked around at the group. Though, it's like, guys, like, what did we accomplish? We just ran the second we got into a true fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, from a giant rat that nearly killed me before, so I'm fine with that.
I have
Plus,
no
we were
doubt that
outnumbered.
we were outnumbered. But what
Also,
did we do?
full of hunger. So, like, I wouldn't say that this was not a successful trip.
What would you call it then?
We learned so
finding the-
much.
I'm sorry, I
Like-
didn't hear you.
This is a fact-finding mission.
Fact finding.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what facts I found out. This fucking house is indestructible. I tried everything I could to tear it up and just did nothing. And then we go deeper into a tunnel and we run for our lives. I mean, we got this, and I just hold up the journal. I was like, pretty interesting facts, I guess. Yeah, we got this out of it. This is our progress. This right here is our profit from our excursion.
I'd like to mention the one thing. You say all this, but then also Sir Nicholas is here.
Poor guy.
Oh. I forget that was a rescue mission.
I didn't know you hated Nicholas so much.
Like, man, we got
I'm just
nothing
so
of
used to the
value
fact
out
that
of
he should have
that.
been in the party the entire time.
Nothing of value was gained.
Yeah. The whole party's just squabbling. Nothing was gained. We got a book, guys. This sucked.
I do.
I'm Nicholas.
Yeah.
Nicholas,
Yeah.
welcome back to the Circle of Misfits and Roger.
And Roger.
Yeah,
Wow.
Roger's new.
This is Roger.
I mean, he looks weird, but
That's rough. Shouldn't make fun of people's appearances. I mean, look at you.
Yeah.
no, that's fair.
You swing around a brick. That's weird.
That is kind of eccentric.
Look, it's good fucking brick.
I can't argue with that one.
It's
He
a
has
really
made good
good
use
brick.
of it.
This is
And apparently it's been blessed, so I'm just so baffled that yeah, he's got a pretty nice brick.
Brick.
Pretty hefty rope.
But no, for real though, like, did we get all of the information necessary out of that house? I mean, I feel like the main thing right now is we need to try to find Victor.
And do what? Sneeze on him?
Like, we got.
show him that his brother is a fucking squid bitch.
Yeah, I mean, his brother's a twat, but like, that doesn't mean that like, just because he's also evil doesn't mean that like this isn't a lesser of two evils situation. Like, obviously, Victor and Jasper both need to go down, but like, between the two, Victor's the more dangerous. He's
Yeah,
the
no
one
shit.
with the active world-ending plans.
Oh shit! If we go back to Vox Hollow, we don't have any proof that we killed him.
We did
We
kill him.
did exactly. So
We went to his
If I
mansion to
forgot
find him, and what happened?
Did he?
How about we go back and just go back upstairs then?
how about we just show him his
We
book
just-
and be like, "Look, we took his journal. Obviously, he's dead." He's-
Not so sure he's gonna find them.
He needs.
Didn't he say
several
like
pieces.
we needed 3 pieces of evidence?
Yeah, the original agreement was that you needed 3 pieces of evidence that Victor was dead.
There's
Yeah.
There's more than 3 pages in here. There's like what? 20?
I think the
That's
journal
funny.
counts as one.
No.
But this doesn't prove anything. This is like, even if he had his severed fingers, that doesn't prove that he's dead. It just
True.
proves that he's walking around like this in a hand.
Okay. Let's go back around. We'll go back to the mansion and we'll go kill him.
No, we haven't killed Victor yet. We need to. So let's get after it.
Where
I mean-
Victor?
Where the fuck is he?
Do you really think we're up to the task? Last
No.
time we fought Victor, he kind of turned 2 of you into you know, a puddle of ashes.
Then we need to figure out how to kill him. Then we have to get to that point where we are able to kill him. But at least we know from our little excursion in the village. Don't know if you knew about this, Sir Nicholas, but he controls dead people, I guess? Like, raises them from the dead?
That's what the Reapers are, from what I gather.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's news to me.
Fucking sucks. What do you know about that?
Well, I know he's using some of my spells.
Okay.
Well, not spells that I know right now. I've forgotten them, and he has one of my spell books.
You used to raise the dead?
You got one of your spell books?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. to raise the
Apparently,
dead?
I made a spell that does some weird timey-wimey shit.
Do you have, like, some kind of journal
Ah, no,
left behind?
that would be too convenient. No.
Sure. Like, you're pretty forgetful. You know.
If you were to have a journal, where would it be?
Well, if I had a journal, it's probably where I was buried, or it's somewhere in the mountains where they resurrected me.
What are the chances that Victor has your journal? If Victor
Very
resurrected you, then it's possible he took it. Like, especially if he's using the same spells that you used, like, that seems pretty damning that he has your journal.
It's all but certain he has it somewhere.
Okay. So then, what things do you remember from being in the journal?
I don't remember anything, that's the problem.
We're making some logical leaps here. Up until a moment ago, he didn't even notice that a journal was possibly built, and then you're asking what's in the journal.
Up until yesterday, I didn't even know I could cast spells, or had made spells that could do this shit.
Okay. So what we need to do then is we need to find somebody who either knows about how to beat necromancers or has a way to unlock your memory.
I have a feeling maybe there might be more information, or the town of Grimwatch is where we had all died as angels, I guess.
Wait, what?
I kind of point off the town of Grimwatch, and I'm like, I remember that, but I don't remember what happened.
I'll tell you, we fought a bunch of the locals there in their current undead state.
Wasn't fun.
So then,
They're
So
not
what's
gonna
your
catch us off
suggestion?
guard. Now that I've learned.
Yeah, are you guys deciding to move in any direction here? You guys are, like, just out of a tunnel in the forest, but you can see that there's a break to the forest line, and you can either, like, head up the hill if you really want, or you can head back down to Vox Hollow where there's, like, a fire in the center of town.
Like,
The
what kind of fire are we talking about? Like, is it bonfire or is it like?
Like a
like a
bonfire.
guard's fire.
Like a bonfire, not like the city's on fire.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it
Dirty.
seems alright.
How often do they have bonfires like that going on over there?
Whenever some kind of large event would happen, or like you can see from the distance there's spots of people by it. You couldn't discern like who it is, but there's like a crowd in the town square, which is also a circle.
Oh man, the last time we went to like a local festival, we got surrounded by dead people.
And the last time we went to a festival, you murdered someone.
I mean, it was mutual.
Yes.
I guess let's head towards the bonfire, because right now we're just sort of spinning our wheels, I feel like.
Yeah, let's go.
What are we gonna do when we get there, though? I mean, we didn't even encounter Victor. Kill him.
Did I not mention? I'm pretty sure Victor went to town.
To town, to Vox Hollow, to town?
Yeah. He said there was another angel there. I thought I mentioned this.
Fuck. Okay, we gotta go then. We got to go.
Yeah, let's head that way then.
Yeah. Toot sweet.
I say as I walk with a limp, just
at 2 HP, I'm just dragging myself.
Or we can sit down for a sec.
Like, if you all really need the break, I could always think I've recalled a little bit more information of my past life. I could probably make us a little bit of a safe haven, but it's going to be a tight squeeze and moderately uncomfortable, and probably not safe to do here.
Well, I mean, we gotta go. Like, if Victor's headed towards Vox Hollow, those people are in danger. Especially if he's saying that there's another angel / Reaper there. Like, we need to go. We'll figure it out when we get there.
Yeah, I love the consideration that they're in danger when, and I just look at Todd, who's probably profusely bleeding from multiple lacerations. Like, what do you consider him in?
I mean, just because he's also in danger doesn't mean that they are not in danger.
Look, can we just maybe we need, like, I don't know.
Look, Sid will help us. Sid will take care of us when we get there.
Oh, who's Sid?
Who's the fuck is Sid?
And how is he going to help us?
Sid's the guy who got me out of town.
I think Sid's the angel.
Oh.
No, the fuck I don't know why I said Sid. Drekken.
Drekken.
I was like, oh, Sid from Final Fantasy with the airship?
Wait, so you want to find a guy who's going to help us, which Victor is already looking for?
I thought that's the joke she was making too, Alex. I thought that's the joke she was making too.
Yeah, I was like,
I said, oh, who's Sid?
Yeah.
Not a joke, just Alzheimer's.
I was like, that's a really far reach from the name Draken. So, like, you can't be mixing that up. Like, like there's no possible way. But you were. Okay. So, as you guys start taking steps towards going down the hill, you can hear the rustling through the trees as you see a few of those, like, eye bites, the giant eyeballs with the bat wings, swoop kind of like by your guys' heads. Not like they're trying to bite or attack, but you can see as they swoop, they kind of begin to glide above the tree line, and you can see that they all hover and fly in the air above the tree line, staring up at the moon. All of them, within succession. They all just begin to hover there, flapping their wings in circles, just staring at the moon.
Oh, that's creepy.
And the waving colors of purple and then green that strike the sky.
Yeah, that's hella creepy.
That's weird, I can see that.
I haven't seen so many eye bites in one place ever.
It's here that the rustling of trees again. You can see that the Nothics grab at the top of the trees and climb to the top of it to let their eye gaze at the moon as well.
What the fuck is that?
Creepy.
Yeah, that's so bad.
That's okay. They go down a couple shots.
I stabbed one in the back of the head so hard his head exploded.
That's neat.
Yeah, not that bad.
I'm just glad that they're not threatening us at the moment. take this moment and get out of here before they decide to change their mind. Whatever hypnotic pattern they're staring at, let them be.
Yep.
And as you guys make your way about 200 feet out from the town's gate, you can see all the town's gate doors are completely open here. From a distance, I'd like everybody to roll me a perception check to see if they can see what's going on within the village from here.
That's
I can use my proficiency to help with
14.
Perception is.
'Cause I'm a jack of all trades now.
Oh, you
Damn it.
went another level into Bard?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Nice.
Not one.
Yay!
Yay! And
Gromit
my
is
proficiency
also
bonus gives
staring
me
directly
2.
at the moon.
While we're traveling along, you know what I'm finna do? I'm gonna cure wounds at the first level twice. Once on Evan and once on
Todd.
Todd.
Tad.
Thanks, Toad.
Todd regains 12 hit points,
Delicious.
and Evan unfortunately only regains 9.
It's better than nothing, thank
I'm
you.
more bad.
Who got a 16 or higher?
Not I.
Not me.
Yeah, not me. I got a 3 and a 5.
We don't see shit.
Gertie?
Gertie got a 9.
Pretty as cataract.
Yeah.
Oh shit, you know what? Hold up, I haven't used my lay on hands.
Hey.
How close is Todd to full?
No, you did use a pool of it. You haven't used it all, but you did use a chunk of it last time.
I used a chunk of it. I haven't used all of it.
You haven't
I've
used all
got
of it.
25 remaining.
Yeah.
I'm at 14 out of 38.
He needs another 19?
I'm gonna use 15 on Todd and 10 on Evan.
You said another how much?
15 more on Todd and 10 more on Evan.
Nice.
Actually, only use 5 more on me.
Okay, 20 on Todd, 5 on Evan.
Yeah.
And now I am out.
Because, unfortunately, I have some permanent health damage.
Oh, right. I forgot about that.
Yep.
I've already used my healing hands from my racial feats. I haven't used radiant consumption yet.
So as you guys go to enter town, you can all see the flickering flames of the bonfire ahead. You can see that there's a couple of people up on the podium where Jasper usually does his announcements, and there's a couple of people up on the podium there. There's lots of recognizable faces amongst the crowd here that most of the people from Vox Hollow are out looking at the event that's happening here. And it's here that you can actually see that the two Reapers, Doa and Zaox, are behind Jasper Miklovich, and on the other side of the podium is Victor Grimwatch.
How does Jack look?
He looks
Is he pissed?
he looks terrified. He looks whiter than normal, almost like he's seen a ghost. Because remember, he believes he was dead.
Dead, yeah.
Roger's just like, I told him.
And from a distance, as you guys start to come into town, you can hear like the panter and the screaming and the flusteredness of Jasper screaming out, Go on, Reapers! Get him! Hold him down! And kill him here! We knew that those travelers weren't going to make it back. They weren't going to make it back, so we'll do it here. As the stern voice of Victor comes out, you know those Reapers were given to you. They are not yours. As you see that Doa pulls out the chains and it wraps around Jasper and locks him to the ground as the other Reaper with the scythe holds it to his neck as he lays on the ground.
Get this bitch!
Todd, do you want me to save your boyfriend?
He's not my boyfriend.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's complicated.
Do you want to save your beneficial friend?
Here.
Look, Jasper is in no way, shape, or form any sort of friend. He was a judge and nothing more. There will always be more judges.
As you guys
Man,
walk
those
in,
darkness, man.
as you
There
guys
won't
walk
be
into
more
town here,
Jaspers.
though,
Like, yeah, he was my hero, but also he was a dick specifically to me.
And that's usable.
Never meet your heroes, kids. You're all probably older than I am. I know she is.
I'm pretty sure she's older than all of us put together.
My dad's older than me too, but only because of literal logic.
I think we're all doing
We're just doing our best.
so as you guys all come into town here, you see that Victor addresses the people of Grimwatch. Now you have all
Grimwatch?
the town of Vox Hollow. My apologies.
I was gonna say, wait,
Wrong way.
Going back?
the wrong way. I didn't know there were people here, so.
How did we get back?
What kind of genjutsu is this?
Infinite Tsukiyomi?
Something shadow clone. I don't know. Anyway,
Now,
Anyway.
your perilous leader, Jasper here, my brother, was supposed to relay information to me. And unfortunately, all of you are going to have to suffer for his unaccountability. There is a person, an individual within the city that I must speak with. I must speak with Draken,
Motherfucker!
as it is known that we have unfinished business. Nonetheless, the night will come to a close, whether you all like it or not, as he holds his hand up and he looks towards the sky. We are welcoming a new age, and the beacon itself will give new life. More flashes of purple and green. It almost shakes as the waves cut out from the moon, almost like the rocks on the ground begin to shake. We'll welcome in a new age. The followers who wish to pray at this moment, they may, and you might find peace in the afterlife. Zealanthia is your new god. Find peace with that as you may. As you can see, like, the people are squandering to panic, and a lot of them are kind of like looking at each other and looking up at the moon. Gertie, it's here that you get like a tug on your shoulder, and you hear like a very familiar voice. Gertrude, is that you?
Is it my farmer's market friend?
You look to the side. It is your brother, Harold.
What? Harold, what are you doing here?
If you remember at the very beginning, you were there to stop his son from getting murdered by the fisherman.
Yeah. What? Harold, what the hell are you doing all the way in Vox Hollow?
Oh, my son told me about the good deeds that you did, so I thought I'd come find you. That you left the city and you came here. You left the farming town, and I couldn't find you here. But this place looks like it's descended into straight madness.
Yeah, man, you need to you need to run.
There's those
Yeah,
doors.
you
You
go
should
away.
use them.
This place has always been terrible. Why are you here?
I came
This is
to.
just more layers of terrible.
Seriously, those doors are always closed, and you decide to walk in. Go the fuck home.
But I was looking for Gertrude. It's been so long, and I heard that your residency was here. But this is uncanny.
Mate, you could have written a letter. You didn't have to come, like, in person. Well, you can write, can't you?
She saved my son, and then she's just my sister. I should be able to just come to town and pay her a visit.
You never come unannounced. See, this is why we stopped living together. You were the worst. Okay, listen, we've got to get you to a safe place because Vox Hollow is not safe, but they're not going to let people out of the city now that this crazy person is here.
And in the
Yeah,
moment,
shit's about to go down.
and in the
So
moment,
where is your son?
in the moment where you say like, "This is the worst," Todd, you feel like a bump on your shoulder here.
Hey,
You turn to the side,
fucking watch where you're going, asshole.
Is it Dean?
and you see a big-nosed, bald-headed, fat, big-eared individual eating a bag of peanuts. Hey, big guy. This has been a lot of fun, but what's with the show going on here? Like, seems a little bit more than just a play, man.
Oh my god.
As it is Dean by your side.
Gee, give me a hug.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love this guy.
Please don't.
Oh, wait a second.
And he picks
Go
up
hug the
Gromit,
frog.
gives him a hug.
Yeah.
Hold on. I have a question.
Mhm.
Roll
Wait, my
Constitution
Gromit's
saving roll.
poisonous skin.
He makes a con save. That's a 7 plus 2. He's poisoned.
Okay. Yeah. How much
Oh,
is that?
Either you stink and have been in some weird places, or like there's something in these jalapeno peanuts.
Yes.
Yo, Todd, can you
and
smell my
yes.
breath real quick for me?
He takes 7 points of poison damage.
Yeah, don't do that. I meant hug him, not me, because
So how dead is he?
How what?
Well, technically, if he's poisoned regularly, he's paralyzed for a minute, I think. Because green drum poison paralyzes people.
Is he more than a peasant?
Yes.
Because if he's a peasant,
He was a warrior for the fishermen. So,
weren't you like doing stuff at the town? Under the fight?
Yeah, like I was hammering stuff in, and I just kind of got bored.
So you just came here.
you got bored and you left, huh?
It just
You walked here.
my feet just kind of took me here.
Well, Dean, I'm glad to see you didn't join the cult.
Gee, didn't you have a carriage?
That was the smartest thing you've ever done.
You guys took my carriage.
Alright. You could have gotten another one?
I couldn't build another carriage in time. I didn't have the gamatics
working.
or something.
Wait a second. You said your feet just brought you here? Harold, did that happen to you too?
He looks at you and he goes, "No, well, no, I made the trip here to come see you."
Okay, but like intentionally, or did you feel
Yeah.
some unknown force pulling you
No,
here?
no ungodly force brought me here. I wanted to come
No,
thank you
Debbie,
for
I
what
think he's just an idiot. I mean, his brother is too, but
you call me an idiot for coming and seeing my sister?
She's just gonna pull Sir Nicholas aside and be like, "Listen, I was low key kind of worried that that they had died and Victor had summoned their corpses here to I don't know, fuck with us or something." Like,
Be fucked up.
I don't know. What
That
happens?
would be
Dad shows up
horrifying.
next.
So Todd, you can see that Dean lifts his shirt and starts scratching his stomach in front of you, and he's just like, "So, like, how long you been here? You making any friends?"
I'm
never.
just gonna keep holding my shield up between me and him. And I'm just gonna back away.
Dean, we've been making lots of friends. Where have you been?
A little bit here, eating some monsters out there, just making my way.
The monsters?
Eating monsters?
Yeah,
Right.
like I didn't. Well, they didn't give me any food when I left because I didn't really tell anybody I left.
Did you just walk out the gate?
You just walked away.
Unprepared.
My feet just took me where they took me, man.
God, man, I don't know.
Dean, you are a soldier. Don't let anyone tell you differently.
And then it's here that Sir Nicholas, you get grabbed on your do you wear a cloak or are you just naked?
Yeah, I wear a cloak.
Yeah, you get a tug on your cloak really quick as you can see this crippled old man with his eyes that are just glazed completely over. Morris Oldfield. This is somebody that Gertie would know. You are the one. You brought the damnation here. This is the end.
Okay, this guy is definitely dead.
What?
I saw his corpse in the alley. This guy is not alive.
You sure?
Gertie,
I'm very
we
sure.
are all dead, and this is the end.
I can make
I'm
him deader.
gonna hold up. I'm gonna point.
Roger
my,
is gonna hold up. Roger is gonna use divine senses
It's a
Before we
sense for dead.
as an action. I can detect good and evil until the end of my turn. I can sense anything that is affected by the Hallow spell, or know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of me that is not behind total cover.
You did see a body in a hallway, but it wasn't him.
Okay.
And you can feel that there is an undead presence. They're up on stage.
Gertie,
No, he's not dead,
Gertie,
but Victor
any-
definitely is.
It
any
just smells
vagrant that
dead.
smells like they haven't had a shower in a while doesn't mean they're zombies. I know PTSD is a thing, and that Grimwatch Town was horrifying, but not everyone's zombies, okay?
And I got that PTSD something fierce.
I understand that.
Is
That
that-
was horrifying. That was a traumatic experience. I don't think I'll ever experience anything like that again.
Just as you say that,
Most
Morris,
traumatic experience
Morris
you've had.
grabs you.
Yeah.
There's more to come. The end is nigh.
We know!
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
up on
we-
stage.
Guy, you're preaching to the choir. What? Just go tell somebody who doesn't know this.
You
You
see
know
that
what?
he begins to run off into the
You're
crowd,
right.
grabbing
You
people.
were always right. Is that what you want to hear,
What?
Yeah.
Boris?
Who? It's like a big ass reunion here. Like,
Reunion?
I don't know.
Yeah,
This is the episode.
Harold turns to you, Gertie, and goes, "Well, where should I go? It's great seeing you, but you're saying it's unsafe. Where do I go?"
Away.
Have they like closed the gates or something? I
Nope.
assume they're not letting anybody out.
There's no town guards, no nothing.
Get the fuck out of here.
It was great
Run
seeing
for
you,
your fucking
Gertrude.
life, man.
Why don't you come with me?
Because I got shit to do.
Okay, I'll take.
You know, that's a really good question. Why don't you go with him?
Yeah.
You're an old lady. Like, you're really gonna fight?
I'll send a postcard next time. Ensure that you're home.
Yes, we talked about this.
Years ago, I thought I'd just show up.
You do this every time.
I know, and I'm sorry.
Well,
And she
that's-
just turns to Sir Nicholas and she's like, listen, I didn't start doing this until very recently. I had been a farmer most of my life, and then I got old and I got tired of getting shit kicked around. And if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die kicking and whooping some ass. And
Coming after my own heart.
he's gonna drag me right back into mediocrity. And he just, I just cannot handle that anymore.
He nods his head, and he
I
goes,
guess that's fair.
You seem really busy. I just wanted to say thanks, and it was great seeing you." As you see, like, he takes one step back before turning around and running out the doors.
You seem nice.
It's the smartest thing he's ever done for as long as I've known him.
And it's here that Dean turns to Todd and goes, I would never run away from you, man. I'm never gonna be that kind of friend.
You probably should.
You and I are like me and these peanuts stuck together." As you see, he doesn't peel
You eat
the
the
shells. He just eats the whole peanut.
Like a fucking Chad.
but you're eating the peanut. So does that mean you're going to eat Todd?
No,
Do
we're
you
stuck
want-
together like like that thing.
Do you want Todd in your mouth?
What?
I don't want to be in his mouth. I don't want any part of my body in or around his mouth.
I don't know,
Wait.
man. I mean, if that's what
Do you want parts of your body elsewhere?
Todd, do you want me in your mouth? You could be this peanut.
I will crush you. Get it? No.
I mean, you are spicy, just like the peanuts. It's all coming together.
Yeah, Todd, do you want some? You don't.
Just wants a little spice in his life.
You know the elves have a word for this.
Abuse.
No, tsundere.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It's Elvish. I don't speak Elvish.
So,
But you know that word. How
Yep.
do you know it doesn't just mean like crazy?
I don't.
at least you're honest.
Anyway.
But it's here that the town people begin to panic. Victor
Right.
addresses everybody again. If you have any unresolved resolutions between a family member or some kind of individual in the town, I'd recommend you do it now. Sooner than later. As he holds his hand up into the air, waves of purple and green cross the sky even more.
Should we deal with that?
I'm
Draken.
going to
Deal with that.
line up a shot.
I don't want to die again.
How
but
far
maybe
away
we
is
should
he
find
from
this
me?
Draken guy.
He's probably like 30 feet up on the stage as he holds his hand up. He goes, Zealanthia requires one last thing. We need the rebirth and the blood of my own. But I don't have any to give.
Jasper.
You see the Reaper holds the scythe, pulls it up, and fast as lightning, the blade comes down.
Damn.
And I'm going to use a feature
Oh,
and make it attack at disadvantage with my last chronal chip.
Would
The,
you
hi-
really
the
waste
lower
it
one
on-
the lower one was an 18. There was an 18 and a 19 plus their modifier to
Well.
strike. You see that Jasper's head begins to roll down the stairway as it comes clean off his body.
Well, Gertie, we did it. I think this is a win. We overthrew the government to this place and set freedom to the land.
Not really. It's worse.
We can now go.
Legally speaking, we're in the clear.
The
Yeah.
blood starts pumping out of the body of Jasper onto the speaking the podium here. He holds his hand as you see his eyes glaze over in the colors of Corium. There's a giant flashing light in the sky. It blinds you all for a mere second before the vision comes before your vision comes back. There's a shake to the earth that almost knocks you to your knees. As you look up once more, there is a crack and a fissure within the moon. As you can
Holy
see, a
shit.
gigantic meteorite is coming towards the city. It is coming at high velocity, and it will be here probably within minutes.
Shit. The body, is it still there?
Jasper's body? Jasper's
Yeah, Jasper.
decapitated body, yes.
Yeah. Alright, cool. Dad, you grab his fucking head. We gotta go. And, Dad's gonna grab his fucking head, and we're gonna fucking go.
You see that like madness starts to break out within the city. People start shoving each other. You see that some people like start grabbing each other, going off into hallways or into pathways. You can see that stabbings and gunshots start going off between people. Some people just break down to their knees and start praying. You see that the entire city starts to go into madness.
Yeah,
I
time
don't
to
think
go.
there's anything
They
we can do.
don't want to not die. They just want to kill each other. We got
Let's
fuck
run out
off.
the open gate doors.
Yeah.
You see that Dean looks over at you, Todd, and goes, "That's some really good effects, man. How did he do that?"
Shut up.
Yeah, what he said.
Ask him. Go up there and ask him while we run.
Go up there and ask.
Dean,
Hey, guy on the stage, how'd you do that? You see a finger gets pointed out into the audience as a green laser beam comes to Dean and instantly evaporates him into dust, and all that's left is a sack of peanuts.
Oh,
This was quick.
shit.
At least it was quick. Eek.
No.
Indeed.
He just cadavered my. Well, I wouldn't call him my boy, but
You almost said it too in the
Oh,
moment.
so now you worry. Now you're sad.
Oh,
Now that he's dead, like in an instant, you're like, oh.
we gotta go.
no, I'm just annoyed that it wasn't me that did it.
Sure.
As
we
we
want
are
to try and get a
running-
hold of the angel.
In that moment,
In this
Everyone get
madness?
hold of him?
Yeah, I could, as we're running away, I could cast sending.
Do it. Oh, right. Yeah, you can mind brain fuck me like did.
Yeah, I can mind message anybody whose name I know.
yeah, as you guys are running out, it's there that Gertie, you turn a corner and you can see that Draken is standing there, walking towards the center of town, and you can see that as he walks, and each step that he takes, underneath his feet trickles ice, fire, and lightning. You can see that he has this large two-handed great axe in one hand, like he's going to battle.
Oh, buddy, I don't think you need a mind message.
Mixu and Roger are gonna grab him, one under each arm, and just keep running out of the city.
Just ruin his entrance.
You go to grab at each arm of him. I need you both to make strength saving throw or strength checks against a archangel.
I'm gonna give him disadvantage. I'm going to give Roger advantage, and I already have advantage.
So I got a 19 and a 15, but he is an archangel of brute strength.
Okay, so Roger gets a nat 20.
It's gonna be up in like the 30s.
Roger gets a nat 20 plus 7, a 27. And Flying Dad gets an 18 plus 7, a 25.
I'll say combined
Oh,
together.
I'm sorry.
I'll
A
say
26.
Combined together, you guys stop him real quick. So you guys like grab each arm and pull against him, and he goes,
We're leaving.
"Gertie, I told you not to come back. You need to leave now."
We're leaving.
I'm doing that. You're coming, right?
Oh,
And I told you not to get involved in any shenanigans.
This is it. This is the stand that must be made. I must kill him now. While he's here.
There's already a media coming. You can wait.
I think he's already dead, and yeah, you just have to wait on it. He's gone. Like,
Don't know who you are. You look strong. We need to fuck off. Wait for the media hit. Then we come back to kill him.
He
I'm
He's
starting to like.
Ew, he literally summoned you, Draken. Don't be dumb.
yeah, this was his plan.
He's waiting for you, mate. Look, Todd.
I will take his
look
head.
through it.
just like he took Jasper's.
hey, Angel Man. I have Jasper's head. It's fine. It's right here. Let's
That's
go.
fine. And I want his. You see
Yeah,
that
well, you
later.
can have it later.
Later.
You can have
You
it
see
later.
that he
Look, listen to me,
stamps his
listen to me.
foot?
Now's not the time. No, now's not the time. We need to go. And I'm also gonna get in on dragging him out.
Okay, I was gonna say as he stamps his foot,
Buckle his knees.
he uses Thunder Step and gets away from gets out from you guys. So he stamps his foot and you use Counterspell on him.
Oh my god.
You see that
Mate, we need to leave now.
you hear a message out coming from the center of town. All the residents in here are the great sacrifice to the greatest god of all, Zealanthia. You see his hands get held out as all of the doors leading outside of the city close.
Oh, god damn it.
Fuck.
The meteor up in the sky is raging with flames. You can see it's getting closer and closer to the city, and it could impact within just a matter of minutes.
Okay.
Balls.
Well,
Give 10
I
rounds.
think our options have just dwindled. And then I'm lining up a shot, and I'm like,
I'm gonna line up a lightning bolt.
He holds
I'm gonna line up Rolathim's Psychic Lance.
I just look at Mixo and Roger and say, "Let them fight."
Draken looks at all of you and he goes, "Your petty weapons won't damage him. Take to the sewers. Gertie, you know where that is. Let me distract him. Go."
Mate, before you go, revive the head.
Which
It
head?
takes a
You're an
while.
angel, right? Revive the head. You can bring back the dead, right?
Which
Real
head?
quick.
Which head?
This
head.
This head.
Jasper's head.
Jasper's head.
You pronounce.
He can't use Jasper in the ritual if Jasper's alive, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
he's
I
already
mean, the ritual already happened.
I mean, isn't that just? I don't know.
Fine, this is stupid.
Why are we bringing-
He snaps his fingers and the head is just like, ah! Like screaming from pain.
Not what I was going for. Never mind. Let's go.
You see that he grips the axe and goes to run. You see that he runs through the people who are all squandering and fighting amongst each other, shoving them quickly out of the way with his shoulders and his elbows. You see that the two reapers go to lunge towards
I'm gonna do
him.
one more thing to him.
Sure.
I'm gonna give him enlarge.
Okay, sure.
Oh, actually, well, he goes, maybe I should give him Bard an inspiration before I go. Using someone.
You see that he gets to be like an extra large size, or an extra size larger. You can see that as the Reapers come towards him, he kind of just like quickly, they try to throw the chains as he mantles them together in his axe, and the blade becomes on fire of the axe, and he can cut right through a Reaper in one swing, cleaning it out.
Hey, they're resistant to fire. I know this.
And it still took that much damage.
Yeah.
But they both begin to, like, Victor begins to float off into the air, like mesmerizing up towards the meteor that comes, and you can see that Draken grips his blade and also takes off to the sky to go fight Victor.
Well, Gertie, you lead the way. I don't think we got time to care what's going on up there.
And I know the way out. I remember this part. I just don't know the top part here.
Okay.
Time to go.
So Gertie, you lead them through the passageways of Vox Hollow here back to his barber shop, and you can see that it seems like it's like left unattended, the building.
Where his daughters aren't there?
You didn't ask about them at all. So you know where the barrels are as you go to move them all over. And you know that you found the tunnel, like the grate that leads underground. It is still there. It is still sealed in.
Great, but like, this gets us out, but how does that help us deal with this situation? It's just a way for us to
Survive for now.
later.
Yeah, like, it's a fucking meteor. Like, what are we gonna do?
Run. We're trying to survive. We can't help. We can't survive.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Clearly, he flew off and fucked off, so he's not going to get hit by a meteor.
I'm pretty sure
You want to
he
get hit
took
by a
care.
meteor?
Yeah.
I don't want to get hit by a meteor.
I'm pretty sure he took care of his daughters. Like, they probably went down the same spot, or who knows?
I don't know, man. He's secretly an angel. Maybe those are his little angelings. Who's to say?
Yeah.
I'm already
Anyways,
trying to
open that crate.
Maybe he's not even their real dad.
Well, that even
Yeah.
makes him a much nicer guy for adopting 2 orphan girls, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
Fucking liar.
It's a fucking child.
With
Get it
the
straight up!
what?
I'm gonna rip the grate off.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
surprised. You guys ripped the grate off. Gertie, are you gonna want to investigate his house then? While the rest of them get away?
Very quickly, I'm gonna yell for the girls and just make sure that they're not here.
You yell for the girls, and you kind of like peek through the window as you can see flashes of blue magic going on with inside the building, like through curtains. Like there's drapes, but you can see like little specks of blue magic kind of happening
Like happening outside.
inside.
Oh, oh shit. Okay. It's gonna like she's still gonna look for them, but she's gonna try to figure out where this blue magic is coming from.
So are you gonna investigate or are you gonna go? Because like the meteor is gonna strike. You're gonna make a decision whether you stay and find out or you leave with them.
Pimp decision moment.
Yep, listen.
She's gonna leave. Nova would stay, but Gertie wouldn't.
Okay.
Fuck, this sucks.
You make a choice. So as you guys all go down into the tunnel and make your way down from the ladder, you can hear the skittering feet. You can even see that there's some rattlings that go through the tunnels here that are trying to make their way up to the surface.
Enjoy. Feeding frenzy at the surface. All the cheese you can eat.
They hear that from you,
There's
Evan.
a lot of-
And they're just like, the big cheese shows itself.
Yeah.
Yo, it's
Get it.
awesome.
Feast upon the
Hope
big
they
cheese
catch
out
it.
there, outside, out there.
The big cheese defeated us and we're running away in fear.
Oh, very good. You should be fearful. Yes, yes. Finally, something in your noodle. Click. Very smart now, aren't you?
Stop talking. You're wasting time. It's going to be here so soon. Go get it.
Jeez. You see that a couple of them like clamber onto like the rafters as other ones are pulling them off. Like, I was here first. No, you little shit.
While they're distracted, we're just gonna go around them.
Okay. As you go
We
around
can
them,
probably get back to the grung place from here.
do you
Either
have
way.
who's going to be your navigator?
Me?
The one and only.
Okay. Give me
Run it.
a survival check if you remember. Because now you're in panic mode.
Survival?
Mm-hmm.
The motherfucking mushroom.
17, 18, plus my jack of all trades, which is plus 1. It's 19.
Okay, you know the direction out of town. As you begin to like, you and the group begin to like run your way out, is when it strikes.
Boo.
The meteor itself hits the city. You guys feel the largest impact from being underground. You feel all of the top level surface cave in. You feel like all of the impact instantly rush down on you guys. The collapse of the city, the indefinite breakage of everything on the surface comes down. It's almost like a big flash of all in one moment. The giant destructive sound and the whistling wind of the meteor just striking before everything goes black for many of you.
The blade of Midgar has fallen.
Black like we're unconscious or black like it's dark?
Black like it's pretty dark.
Roger casts light on the hammer. Or on the brick.
No, not that kind. Yeah.
Seas boiled and the sky fell.
I'd like to take a little moment away here as you guys all have like a flashing moment of your guys' journey on the way here. As each of you have like a recollection moment. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Recap episode.
The what episode?
Recap episode.
Pretty much. And
Avatar play.
what you guys had about your adventures. And Evan, you remember the city that you came from. You remember the rambunctious Scooter who was always so interested in learning and really driving you forward, saying that you had so much excellence at hand, that you and him and the Corium were basically going to run the world one day. You can
That was
remember
such a bad influence.
a chest flask horn, the guy from town who was going out giving people mediocre money to go down in the mines all day to whoever could mine out the Corium. You remember both your sisters, Myri and Rona, who were both kind of pricks. And you can also remember Proto Lane, who was the half-orc who sold you clothes to go up the mountainside. Does Evan have
And-
other greater recollections from his adventures?
Man, there was the first time ever being stabbed by something. That was
What an experience.
yeah, that was a very educational moment of the real world.
In the caravan?
Yep. It's like, oh, look, hey, all your gadgets and everything, you got to use them to the full extent of what you wanted to do, and whoop, it didn't work the way you wanted, and think, yeah, I definitely felt the error of my ways on that one.
Still got impaled.
You also
Yeah,
kept that dagger for a long time.
Yeah. Yep. I probably actually still have it. I don't think I did anything with it. Unless I gave it away. That's a good question. It's hard for me to tell right now. In this unconscious, like, memory-like state. But then, the other things was fun. Was the first time I got a chance to actually summon my flippin' fire ant while I was in, Mundrick. Old Mundrick. Right after the, end of the play. Right after we almost got framed for murdering people.
Oh, good times.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Gromit got his cool hat.
Yeah.
I forgot to pick up a pistol, which then got given to a drunk. Then we made it all the way to, what was the other place name? I actually made notes of this stuff. So actually, come talk about recollection. I could just go through my notes, man.
If you want to, and then everybody can just chime in at times if you'd rather that.
It's after the play, and then we made it to Ripvale. Oh man,
And that's where the
When-
rattling problem was. That's
yeah,
where
the
you guys
rattling problem.
first began learning about the rattling issue.
That was a bunch of nonsense.
Fucking nonsense.
That was where you met Captain Rat Sparrow.
Ah!
I got his
I
hat.
completely forgot about Captain
I
Rat.
got his hat too. Second.
I mean,
hat.
he was very forgettable.
We didn't
Yeah.
fall for the nonsense at the gate, and we investigated
That was
the leak.
that was the encounter where Evan and Captain Rat Sparrow almost fell through the bridge into the water.
Yep.
Yeah.
Scary. He thought that you cheated, even though he cheated.
To be fair, we had people on our side that was cheating for me.
To be fair, they cheated first.
Yeah. To be fair.
Tusha.
And then Evan,
Also, to be fair, they were dirty fucking rats. So
Evan also found a marvelous seller that sold him his all-purpose tool.
That was extremely awesome. It's literally sold everything that I thought was valuable before something that has exponential more value than anything else I could put together. Very eccentric individual too. Good God, the amount of power that man must have. Then, oh man, poor Gromit. We made it. I'd never been in the sewers, and then all of a sudden, we go to Gromit's place and witness my first ever genocide.
Or crap.
Other than the one that you guys are committing.
No, it's
On the
different
relics.
because we killed a couple here and there.
Mhm.
Like his entire like town was like ruined down to like maybe 10% of its population.
Mhm.
Yeah.
they were literally decimated.
But decimated means they lost 10% of it.
Yeah.
So they still would have 90%.
What? I mean, the golden one was probably about 30%. He was so fucking fat, though.
That's fair. That's where like 30% of the food budget went, at least, huh?
Yeah. So,
Mm-hmm. I didn't get a chance to see that.
Of the sewer fruit budget.
yeah.
Sewer fruit. And then after that, making it all the way back hometown. Tell my dad about my crazy adventures. At least that was the game plan until everyone literally succumbed to madness in a fog that almost drove us mad.
Mm.
But we managed to wipe out. Oh man, and save poor Scooter. Who's probably going to be having permanent brain damage the rest of his life.
Definitely some deep-seated trauma.
Yeah. And then we saw for the first time the giant ass fucking rat in New Mundrick just terrorizing the town and destroy the shit.
Yeah.
It's like, good God.
It tried to eat me.
That was nonsense.
Yeah. That's also when I came back online. It's like, Robert takes 59 damage. What?
Sir Nicholas's son that we met.
Yeah, so we can.
Well, the climb up the mountain too. That was crazy adventure.
The dead.
We got to see the Corium monsters fight each other.
Yep.
Yeah, they let them fight.
That time.
And I got my ice climber costume.
Yeah.
And then I died.
And I died. And you all died.
And I woke up to what would be pretty much considered a hell, to the nonsense of trial. That's like, okay, everyone has succumbed to complete and utter madness, and I'm the only sane one amongst the group of everyone. At least that's the way it felt.
When our fate was in the hands of our lawyer, our distinguished lawyer.
Hey, I didn't know what a trial is.
Yeah. And then the mansion.
Well, you had the Pantheon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Pantheon. Just completely skipped over Vox Hollow. Tried to block out as much as Vox Hollow as possible.
Pantheon. And it's wonderful. You guys became.
Oh no, the crab shaft's been destroyed.
Yeah.
Oh, if you guys want to know, in the moment before you guys fled, if somebody would like to look over at the bar while you guys were running out, its new name is called The First Offense, and it's named after the lawyer that was on trial.
Aww.
Oh.
I'm even more sad.
I didn't even have time to see that. Like, a meteor fell down.
Well,
but yeah.
At least it was a successful business until the day it crumbled.
So we forgot about when Gertie outright murdered a person at his house.
He literally asked for it. It was a mercy kill.
Yeah, you guys also met a kid named All Dead and decided to help.
Once again, memories that I chose to block out. That was just absolutely madness. That kid. Whew. Talk about if you were to take 16 things that you would consider creepy and mix them together, you get All Dead.
I feel like if the Curse of Strahd campaign heard that story, they'd just be like, okay.
So you're
terrified?
It's just one of the orphans, right?
Your first mistake was trusting an orphan.
Yeah.
I almost believe when his time came and he was killed by those goblin nonsense, then he just I knew this was coming. You have come to kill me.
Yeah.
I have seen this already. It has been foretold.
You're worst.
You're probably wondering how I got this mess.
And then he just looks over and he's like, Mother, I'll be with you soon.
Yeah. Do it, coward.
Evan, is there anything else you'd like to recollect about?
No, because almost everything else is just frustrating. I was trying to avoid those parts.
He remembered the happy things.
Yeah. That nice couple who gave me the Elvish chain in the middle of the night at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, we can jump to Gertie. Sure. Gertie.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said...
Yeah, you guys can all jump in. Yeah, you had the 2 dwarven people.
Oh. No, I definitely wasn't trying to take over. I thought we were just chiming in and just all reminiscing about it.
Yeah, go for it. I just have like little jot notes that might help jar your memory a little bit from before. And yeah, yours was Draken, Grace, Aster, and the others from Mundrick, where you grew up from. In the farming city.
I'd say the time that I died, but that's been a few now.
Yeah, magic mushrooms.
Magic mushrooms.
What a way to start off an adventure.
Honestly.
Yeah, bad trip.
Bad trip.
Trust me,
That-
I won't let that happen again.
Any healing, anything.
Who turned on Shutter Island?
Yeah, I definitely like the moment where you outright murdered the man who was going to countersue you for catching you when he wanted death.
Yeah. Fuck that guy. Fix that real quick. I think we can all agree, though, that the best memory was the talent show.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
The highlight of my life.
There was the
When
talent.
all your
Right, real
friends
fast.
died.
When we entertained a bunch of zombies.
You entertained a bunch of zombies at the talent show.
I never got to sing Nick my new song about him.
Yeah.
About the Goo Man.
Yeah, about the Goo Man.
So
Well, you did find him.
if we're going back to Gromit here, though, Gromit, a few characters that you started out with was the Lord of the Sun, who was the giant golden grung. You had
That's a
Bubbles,
dick.
Slippy, Gorf, Frogger, and Trevor.
Bubbles gave me a shovel and I never got to use it yet. All those dudes. Still down there. All the hats.
Oh, the hats, the galaxy hats.
All the hats.
When you
I guess
stole the hat
that's it.
in the talent show from that guy.
That's all I'm gonna write for Gromit, I guess. All the hats.
I did all the hats. I don't know. I was kind of on a one-man murder spree about these rats for vengeance.
Murder.
I mean, which is
rat,
fair, you know?
Yeah,
Considering
For
literally
vengeance.
everything that started wanted to attack him.
yeah, and everything wanted to eat me. And there were a couple nice people, even though one of them ended up being an undead zombie that sold me a bunch of hats.
So then we
And I learned my passion about and supported my passion for the arts.
So Todd, we remember a couple of people from your hometown. You had Mimi the bartender, you had Chili the captain, Blake, your father, Dean, the unsung hero, Nylith, the librarian lady who you quietly flirted with, and she also treated you after getting your ass handed to you outside the first encounter bar, leaving you with 1 hit point. And am I reading this right that your mother's name is Malaria?
Yes.
Yes, that was about right.
Anthrax, malaria,
Yep. Yeah.
Todd syndrome.
Mhm.
Todd syndrome.
So
Also known as Alice in Wonderland syndrome. It's a thing. It's weird.
So these were some of the people that you remember back in your town. Is there any kind of
Yeah.
flashes of memory that would come to Todd quickly in a moment like this?
I would say nearly getting.
Oh no, you went robot.
I point my life. Wait, what?
You went robot. Sorry.
Oh, Jesus. Hello.
Yep.
Am I good now?
Yeah.
Off the back of a wagon, not exactly a high moment. Seeing a guy who tossed or almost tossed me. Kind of a high moment.
Your robot not super hard.
God damn it. Why? I would say definite high point experience being a lawyer. That was pretty good.
Great.
I thought you were going to say Dean dying, which would have been weird.
That was also pretty great. You know what? That's going in.
Dean dying.
Getting
Hard second place to being a lawyer.
Anyways, it sounds like you made a real friend for life on that one.
Yeah.
All right. And trying to unionize everyone for a little while.
Trying to unionize everyone was also pretty sweet. Like, if there was anything that could possibly change Todd's mind about being a lawyer, it would be working with unions and also being an entertainer that one time. Job prospects are opening up before me. Oh boy.
Yeah.
As far as any other moment, obviously meeting True Dad for the first time. That was weird.
Mm-hmm.
And also being accused by my own party of being a
Necromancer.
horrible necromancer. I am a good parenthesis person.
Listen, we just had some questions.
It's minor
And all those
concerns.
questions are ones that I'd prefer not to answer.
All those questions are none of your damn business.
Exactly. I know my rights.
So then, Gertie, is there any other ones? And then we'll come back to Sir Nicholas.
The scamming with the kids in the streets was fun.
They're all dead now.
Ripping the door,
Wow.
yeah. Ripping the door off of the carriage during that fight was fun. Punching a guy in the chest was
To death.
To death.
I also now remember.
time I got like a nat 20 in a fight was punching this random motherfucker. Just one punch man dead.
I wrote
Just
down one
caved
punch
his
granny.
chest in.
Yeah.
I wrote down one punch granny.
One punch granny. Trying to think if there was anything else. Oh, the like getting stuck inside of the fucking gelatinous cube blue. That fucking sucked. Goddamn riddles.
You guys hate my
I must.
riddles. Yeah, I'm gonna write that as a general for all of you. Hate my riddles.
I'm also now remembering the time I
you're taking
pretended.
that one personal. It's just people hate riddles in Dungeons and Dragons, unless you're
Yeah.
Caleb.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause you don't
I
even
just
think
like
things-
riddles.
Yeah. So I'm
When
now remembering.
Sir Nick
No, this was a.
son didn't want to tell him that he was his dad, and they got to have that moment.
Mhm.
That was sad, but that was good.
The time Gromit pretended to be
Right
a foreman
before he
and kicked
died.
people out of a mine for not having proper PPE.
Mm-hmm. Oh, when we protected that cult town, and I got to shoot the crossbow and say, "Get off my lawn." That was fun.
Click, clack, blam.
Wait, boom.
Jasper getting beheaded in front. That was great.
By his
Little
own
Jack-
reapers.
A little jealous. Yeah. I mean, it was poetic that he got killed by, the things that were doing, being his flunkies this whole time. That was poetic. But, yeah, am I jealous? Absolutely.
the
Now
idea-
it makes sense why they were there, because they didn't want him to be hurt because he needed to be used for sacrifice.
Yeep. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So then, Sir Nicholas, some character names that you might remember, especially from the beginning. You have your family in Mundrick. You also had Demetrius Butterfinger. You had Eon Hills, Felix, and Kip, some of the scientists up at the observatory.
Yeah, so the first kind of thing that his memory would go back to is waking up in that room and wondering how they even brought him back with so little remaining. And then the trip down the mountain, running into Evan, who would quickly become someone he could rely on, basically for anything. Finding this mismatch of adventurers and stewards, only to find out that he wasn't the person he remembered, but apparently some sort of angel. And as he remembers his daughter and his wife and his now deceased son, he kind of disassociates and wonders if those were ever even his memories, or just the memories of the nearest person that had died when he came back. And then he remembers the trip back up the mountain where he'd hoped to get answers. And to his regret, everybody dies.
Except for him.
Except for him. And then from there, it's all a downhill slope. And he feels like he roped in these other 5 people more or less to get them killed. And he wonders if anything he did was right in his life.
Has remorse and death.
My cat is also sad for you.
Is there anything
We're
else?
dead again.
Is there anything else anybody else would like to say or propose? Or
Roger wishes he had had one more beer.
Got it.
Aww.
Got it.
One more beer.
Got
The
it.
beer.
One beer more.
Another beer, another destiny.
Yeah, does anybody else have any other comments or memories they'd like to share about certain things?
The alchemist
Nick,
and the squirrel in the thing.
What?
In the fucking in the arena. The alchemist, and what was it, like a squirrel?
That was a skunk.
Oh, he had a skunk?
He becomes a skunk and then it dies, and then if it didn't live, it would attack him anyway. He just gets killed by people throwing rocks at him.
Audience participation.
Gets pelted to death by bottles and rocks.
Oh, they were all just like, man, this guy sucks ass! Summon a fucking skunk!
That grub creature, I wonder if there's more of those down there.
I really like the mismatched kind of communication between a lot of you, where a lot of you have like different ideas on things that you should do, and you guys just end up pulling at one idea way more than another. Like once it comes across, it's just like, that's the idea we're going for, and you all string to it right away.
Mm-hmm.
Look, we all share precisely one brain cell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It shows.
Yeah, Grouse is just like, I come from a sewer, I don't fucking know what I'm doing.
I really enjoyed all the big time laughable moments and the obvious of making fun of all of my characters, the NPCs, the reasons behind they even exist, or the reasons they even exist, whether it's a cult or it's Dean or a guy who's just trying to get back at a at a boy who's sending his daughter love letters. All of it. I just love how there's a rhyme and a reason for everything for you guys to banter on with my NPCs.
Always.
Always.
Always. They are never good enough.
It's not that. It's just shit talk. It's what to do.
I'm just kidding. I kid. Obviously.
You know what? Kelly pulls back from it, but I'm gonna double down. No, I'm gonna shit talk every character.
I know.
That was my favorite thing to do as Kite. It's one of my favorite things in D&D. To just look at the villain and be like, "Oh, hey, you haven't thought this through like at all, have you? Who let you get this far?"
If anybody else has anything else they'd like to put forward, otherwise we can move on to the next part.
Anthrax enjoys just being here with everybody and having a second party to just absolutely mess with. And also, he's sad that he lost a meat shield, a big dumb meat shield.
You're constantly a dumb.
Todd not sad about the meat shield. Anthrax is.
Anthrax at no point in ever.
Anthrax just misses Snobyorn.
Absolutely, he misses Snobyorn.
What was wrong with the mountain? The mountain was great.
Would you like to talk about Anthrax some more?
Maybe.
If so,
he misses having a body.
Here, then we are gonna go back 2 years prior to the events of the campaign.
Oh, gee. So Anthrax gets to have those men. Okay. Oh boy. Fighting the very first vampire spawn. That was neat. Got to be a huge asshole. Got to be a huge asshole directly to Strahd's face multiple times. Attempts.
Are we going this far back?
Fuck it, I'm going this far back.
This is not what I meant at all.
No. We're all the way back.
I'm just gonna let the kid have a moment. Go for it.
You know what? Even further back, when he was a young lad and being a grave digger with his peepaw. Boy howdy, those were the days.
Jesus Christ.
That's where he learned his love for bones. Getting to join that weird cult where it was not so much magic, but more magic mushrooms, and then.
Oh my gosh! The time that you took a bite of the old lady's meat pie.
Oh no, that was
Kite. That was me.
That was 100% Kite.
I was owning that bit 100% because, like, you guys were setting up to attack, so I was just like, okay, I know this is a bad idea.
Well,
I'm waiting for you guys to strike, and nobody's doing anything, so I'm.
But what I'm getting at here. Here, we'll let you have a bit more fun afterwards. But this is the moment after Anthrax has wished for the afterlife on a said mountain. He's been cast away, and you've been there for some time, Anthrax. We're going to go through a single day of what Anthrax is kind of goes through.
Day in the life of Anthrax.
So You have been founded at a large mountain that it has a snowy top to it, but as it comes into the middle, it's more of a rock. It has rocky ledges and stuff. You know many people to come up here to just climb, adventure, and hunt. Mainly, though, a lot of kids come up here from the small town at the bottom of the mountain. They come up to cause mischief. They come up to either drink with their friends away from their family, and some of them get a little bit more rambunctious than they should. The thing about the
basically
mountain
make out point.
there's a big makeout point. That's also a thing. So you reside here, and your days have been pretty much thinking about the times that you had with your friends, but also the new little quirks that you get, and the things that you've learned about being undead. You don't need to sleep. You don't need to eat. You don't need to breathe. You're kind
Everything I could have ever wanted, except I wanted to also be a skeleton. God damn it.
So it's here that as you kind of do like your patrol of your mountain, there's 3 kind of points that seem to spark your interest today. You can see that there is a half-elf and a gnome. The half-elf is a woman, and there's a gnome out at Makeout Point, that you would call it. You can see that there's there's 2 humanoids and a half-orc down in a bunch of these bushes looking around for stuff. And then you've also found some kind of corpse out by a trail path. And which one would Anthrax like to go and investigate?
As much as messing with the living people would be fun, what's up with the corpse? Let's check out the corpse.
Okay. So it's not hard for you to float around invisible, kind of making your way around the mountain here. And it's known from time to time that the wildlife fight back. You find what seems to be like a full-grown half-elf man. His innards had been ripped from the middle, as if almost a bear had attacked him. He lays there dead, almost like with a face of horrific screaming in his last moments. But you can see like the blood is spilled out, and the footsteps of a bear take off back into the forest. The man here only holds one single letter in his hand as it flutters in almost like the tight grip that he had in death.
I'm gonna grab that letter and read it. Let's see what's up.
You grab the letter, and on the front of it, you can see that there's a picture of a bear. Just like a cartoon bear, and it says on the front of the page, "What do you call a bear with no teeth?"
What do you call a bear with no teeth?
So I guess you open the card,
Yeah.
and it says, "A gummy bear." It says, "Happy birthday, son. Much love from Dad."
Oh.
Oh, how ironic. I love it.
Oh, the dramatic irony.
Oh, this poor dumb motherfucker. Anything else I can find on him? ID, anything like that? Figure out who he is?
Not really. He's a half-elf. He's just a half-elf, middle-aged adult. He seemed like he could have been like going off back into town with this card. Like he'd done some traveling or something. Nothing that strikes out.
Mm-hmm.
It's just something to investigate on your day.
Neat. Well, a little too heavy for me to drag off or anything like that. Let me check out the 2 assholes at Makeout Point real quick. How am I gonna fuck with them today?
All right. You float up to you have like a particular spot over the top of a rock where Makeout Point is. You can see like a sun, like the sun is beginning to set against the skyline there. As you can see, like the village is starting to light up with its own fire and lit with lights. You can see that there is a half-elf female and a gnome male and you can kind of hear the conversation that's going. You can hear the conversation that's going on here, and she's just. You can hear the woman, and she's just like, "No, Tonitrus, I'm not gonna do that. Just because you took me up here, and it's our first date, okay?" And you can hear the gnome just being like, "Hey, I just thought you were really cute. Look, I pulled out my mom's nice blanket and everything to make a picnic on. I packed us some sandwiches and shit." She's like, "Tonitrus, you've eaten all the sandwiches." He goes, "Yeah, well, I carried it up here. I'm fucking hungry."
God damn it.
How do you spell Tonitrus? Hold up.
I want to know too. Is it like tonight and then RUS, or is it TE and then nitrous?
And then he turns back. He's like, "Well, damn it, Jennifer.
Don't fucking ignore me. How do you spell that?
It's not your saga."
No, I need to know.
It's like, "Jenny, when I took your sister up here, let you know she loved the picnic idea." So Anthrax, you see this conversation kind of going down.
I really don't know where this conversation is going. I'm just gonna sneak in behind this Tonitrus dude and just whisper in a menacing voice.
Okay.
"Who dares have rude picnics on my mountain?"
You can see he looks around and he's just like, "Did you hear that? Jenny, did you hear that?" She just like starts looking at him. She's just like, "You are something else, Tonitrus. You are a real asshole. You know that? Bringing me all the way up here and then acting like you started hearing stuff after eating all the sandwiches." He's just like, No, for real. Did you hear that? You hear that?" As he stands up at a whole like 2.5 feet tall. And he's just like, "Fucking heard that, right?"
"Much as you've devoured these sandwiches, I will devour your soul."
You see that like he starts.
You're not using your voice changer, right, Will?
I know.
Okay. He starts looking side to side. He's just like, hey. Are you talking about devouring something? As you see that Jenny just slaps him in the face. And she's like, "You are disgusting." And he's just like, hey. And she begins to like walk away, leaving all the things. And he's just like, "Hey, someone's fucking with me. Hey, you fucked up this date, not me. This is on you, mountain."
And like, I'm gonna go behind the elf girl, right? Just like right around the bushes, and I'm just gonna go visible and like peek around a tree, looking dead into his soul. And I'm just gonna point at him.
You see that, like, you point at him as he looks through the forest, and you could just hear that he screeches, "Ah!" As, like, he takes a few steps back, and you can see that he slips on the cloth and tumbles down the backside of the mountain.
Nice. Just gonna invisible up again.
And it's here that, like, the rumble of all the rocks as he begins to tumble down, like, towards the city. You hear that Jenny, like, runs back to the picnic area, and she's like, "Tonitrus! Are you okay? What happened?" And you can just hear, like, his body just colliding with the rocks.
His body collided. That's phrase.
Oh, his poor skeleton. Had I been made of flesh and blood, I would have released it from his poor body.
Oh, well. I mean, he's 2.5 foot tall, so it's not like there's.
It wouldn't be a very tall skeleton, but it would be a skeleton for my army nonetheless. God damn it, I wish I had a skeleton army. This fucking blows. Just to point out, he was a death cleric in life. I'm just gonna leave that situation as it is. Let's go check out the other group.
Okay. As you float over, you know that this is a group of kids who come up here quite frequently. They're actually about like a middle of the run teenager group. You see that there's 2 humans and a half-orc here. You can see that one of them is a very light magic user. Like he's very early into the class of magic. You can see the half-orc here is kind of you could see that he could play probably some kind of good sports, or he's like a strong fighter. He's good for moving around some of the material in town probably. And one of the other humans looks really lazy. But you can see that it's here that it's kind of a spot that you come to a couple of times where the sun hits this area really well, but they've started growing these mystery plants that grow like weeds everywhere. You can see that they all sit in a circle with all of these little pieces of paper, picking off the leaves and the buds, rolling them up, and then the magic user lightly putting them on as all of them start to get more lethargic in the space that they're inhabiting. You can see that they kind of smoke on the paper. And they're just like, hey man, do you ever think like for Halloween I could get some green paint and I could go as an orc? Well, that's kind of racist. So there's another one.
Racism while getting high on my mountain. Say it isn't so.
Hey,
Keep
man.
going.
The other one's just like, well, what are you guys gonna be for like Halloween and stuff? Man, I really want to be like a skeleton this year. Nah, that's so lame, man. Why you want to be a skeleton? Be something like iconic, man.
So like I'm just gonna stand right in front of the guy who dissed skeletons, and I'm just gonna go visible right in his face and say, "What's so not iconic about skeletons, huh?"
You see that you like do this big spaz out moment saying that. You can see he's just like, whoa, does anybody else see that right now? And the rest of the group are just sitting there like, whoa, yeah, I totally see that, man.
Oh fuck, they're hot.
It's a fucking ugly guy.
Ugly?
Dude, man, are you lost or something? Yo, we're not sellers, okay? We can't sell you this bud. How about you go home and fucking, like, go, like, to your sticker collection, old man.
I'm just gonna back away slowly and go invisible. And then I'm gonna come back.
And they're just like, man, that was cool. We all saw that same thing. It's like we're on, like, a synchronized high, man. Let's have some more. And you see they start, like, pulling more buds off and ripping it into, like, it's almost like the kid who's the magic user is just ripping pages out of his notebook and using it.
Yeah. The magic user goes first. Life drain attack.
Okay.
With advantage because invisible.
Okay.
Net 19 plus 4.
Give me some damage on a life drain against a teenager.
Here comes 3d6 necrotic damage. 1, 6, 4, 11.
So you can see, like, as he, like, uses his finger to make the light, like, to make the fire lit, as he holds, like, the joint to his mouth and starts huffing it back, you use your life drain attack and grip into his chest, and he's like, and he slowly begins to, like, fall over, and they're just like, man, that's some heavy shit, man. And he's just like, blood starts coming out of his throat there. As you see the kid ends up dying. Hold on. I gotta take a phone call. Hold on one second.
is a nuisance.
Anthrax is a fucking menace.
It's like the equivalent of a serial killer slasher movie.
Yes.
He's Jason Voorhees right now.
Is it weird that that's the exact thing I was thinking of? Just more ghostly. It's just not as easy to scare someone who's high as fuck. This is some fucking Jason versus Freddy bullshit.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
so you
gotta
just
be-
fucking murdered them.
That's probably the best, don't smoke marijuana PSA ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't go up to the mountain smoking asphalt.
Yeah.
I thought that gnome was going to be the gnome that ran the bar.
That's what Ron thought he was going with it.
Yeah, I was like, oh, he's getting some. Awesome.
Getting some sandwiches.
Yeah.
He's dead now.
So the magic user, you see that one of the humans reaches over and he's just like, "It's okay, man. Just like breathe it out, Fred. It's okay, man." Fred,
And Fred's just like,
Fred. You see like the blood just like coddles in his throat as he goes more white, and he's just like, "Dude, I'm too fucking high. I can't handle this shit." And you see like the half orc stands up. He's just like, "Gerald, you're the one who grew this shit. Like, what the fuck?" And the other one's just like, "Don't blame it on me. You did it. You rolled this."
Game over, man. Fuck you.
I'm actually debating just leaving it at that.
You can see
Letting them think they killed their buddy.
They
with
begin to
me.
panic and they're like looking at each other. They're just like, man, do you think like we grew it too close to the poison berries, man? If we grew it too, that means I'm gonna fucking die. And if I fucking die, you're gonna fucking die. And then like,
So I'm gonna go ahead and make my life drain attack again.
on which one?
On the one who just said that.
Okay, the other human. Okay, go for it.
Rolling. 15 plus 4. That'll be a 19.
Yeah, you definitely hit.
1, 2, 3d6. Roll that. For a 1, a 3, and a 5, 9.
Yeah, he's definitely dead. As he says, like he won't be taken for blame. He starts like curdling blood as he grips his chest. You see that the half orc steps back and he's just like, "Man, I got exams soon. I can't fucking die, man." You can see that he just like picks up his feet and he just begins to book it out into the forest.
As he's booking it, I'm just gonna follow him. Because let's be honest, there's no way he's faster than 50 foot of movement speed.
No, he's not. You can definitely just hover around him as he's running. He's just like, "Man, I can't remember where I am. I can't remember anything."
You did this.
This was on you.
As he looks around, he's just like, no, I'm like not even
You
their friend.
smoked it too.
I'm not even their friend. They just convinced me to like just try their weed for once.
The poison is in your lungs.
I'm gonna be a pro athlete. Poison can't hurt me.
Oh fuck, that's right. Yeah, life turn attack. And that'll be and roll. Ooh, we're getting lower here. 14 plus 4,
Yeah,
18.
it still hits like a teenage kid. Yeah.
Oh, so it's sweet. 3, 6, roll. Okay, 3, 2, 6. We're back to 11.
As you strike into the kid here and become visible, you see like the blood curdles like in his throat and out his mouth as well. He's just like,
You should have studied for exams.
"That's where I was going." "Fuck you, old man." And then he like keels over and dies.
Today was a good day.
And as you
He
close,
caused no less than 4 deaths.
No less than 4 deaths. Found another dead guy.
as you close in with that line,
what happens when Anthrax doesn't have like a moral compass with him. Like,
Oh yeah, absolutely zero moral
This-
compass.
Yeah.
oh,
This event will be marked on a poster for an adventuring party to get their level 1 quest. Like, go find out what
Missing
happened to these
children.
kids. Yeah, missing children.
It's here, Anthrax, that there's 4 clouds of smoke. You see that there's 4 children with masks on who appear around you.
God.
Oh shit.
Oh, it's you.
Before
Hi.
a larger cloud of smoke and a high-backed black leather chair with a girl sitting in it with a long, cute dress and a big wizard hat on top.
Hey.
You see, like, she kind of, like, taps her foot against the chair as the chair's too tall for her.
How you doing?
The kid with the witch mask turns his head. Is this what you wished for in the afterlife?
I wanted to hang out with a bunch of dead turtle people, but you guys didn't give me that. Instead, I get to sit here murdering teenagers for all of eternity. How do you think I feel?
your heaven is there.
Pretty good.
The one with the werewolf mask turns his head. Your requisition was taken in, and we have found him.
Oh. You found my kid. My other kid.
Yes. He's in a distant, faraway land, and he is with his natural-born mother.
Which one's that again?
All the kids turn their heads at you, almost just like in disgust.
Fucking really?
Yeah. Malaria, the nicest one you ever met.
Oh, yeah. Man, there was a lot of mushrooms back then.
They all nod their head.
A little too much Shutter Island, and anyway.
The one with the vampire mask on tilts his head. The land you're going to is in great peril. You will have to be a guiding light to your son. Do you understand these terms?
Of course.
It is here that you see that Corona sits up out of her seat, and she like lays one hand out towards you openly.
I take it.
You take her hand as you begin to materialize off of the mountainside. The only place you find yourself by is the raging waters close to a port where raging storms crash on both sides and out to the beach as you find yourself all the way out at Boneport. You see that Corona hovers there with you, looking at the town side in the darkness, and she looks over and gives you a head nod.
I nod back.
You see that she begins to materialize off into darkness.
Okay, son, here I come.
And with that, we will close the session.
There you go.
No, so seriously, how do you spell tinnitus?
Like how I have it on paper?
Yes! How do you spell it?
Why are you hampering me so much for it?
Because I need to know.
Why?
You don't need to know why I need to know. I just need to know.